This is the Trade Machine podcast, and by the time you're listening to this, it's already going to be October. And you know what happens in October, Hunter?
Huh?
What happens in October? No, we don't do The season starts.
Yeah.
Why do you say it like that? Come on. We're like 3 weeks away from the start of the NBA season. I'm pumped. We're coming. We just finished the Eastern Conference. Hey, wow. Just that sentence in general. Anyway.
I know you like basketball, but
I like it a lot, Hunter. I like it a lot. I can't wait to talk about the Jazz, if you know what I'm saying. All right, anyway.
Jazzle dazzle.
Yeah, Hunter's going to jazz his pants. Okay, I'm sorry.
I hope that's getting cut out.
No, don't cut it out. Don't cut it out. It was good. Don't cut it out. You can't cut that out. Anyway, we're on to the Western Conference, and we're starting at the top. Metaphorically, when you look at the divisions, the conference standings from last year, and also just geographically, because we have the topmost teams in there. If that makes any sense, I guess Portland. I don't know. I'm going to stop clamoring on. So here we go. We're doing our season previews, what we're excited about, what we're worried about, and then we're going to talk over unders. And we're starting with the best team in the NBA, a clear favorite to win the title, the reigning champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They basically bring back the exact same team. They're adding Nikola Topic. They will not be adding their rookie Thomas Sorber because he is out for the year, the torn ACL, I believe. But they're the heavy favorites to win the finals. They're plus 210. Second best is the Cavs at plus 700. So there's a huge gap between them and everyone else when it comes to betting odds. Shea is, again, the heavy favorite to win the MVP. I'd be shocked if he gets back-to-back with some of these teams we got this year. Hunter, you'd be excited to know Donovan Mitchell's third right now in MVP odds. That's crazy, actually. I wish I could bet the no on that, see how much money I'd get. Anyway.
Don't see up there? Jason Tatum.
You might.
No.
You saw that video this week. No. We do need to take just a second. I know we're talking about the Thunder. You saw that video this week. He's gonna play in December.
He should just take the year off, man. Get healthy.
No, man. Bro, did you see him? I
didn't see the video, though.
Oh, bro, I'm going to send you the video after this. He's doing, hezzy pulls. He's doing sprints down the court, real on-court drills already. It's insane.
Man, that's good, though. That's good.
Yeah, so who knows? Like I said, we got a little bit of flack on this in TikTok. There's only two options for the Celtics this year. There's two ways the season plays out. They either win the finals and Jason Tatum comes back, or they get AJ DeBonta. Those are the two options.
Again,
there's nothing in between.
There's nothing in between.
Those are the only two options. It's happened. Anyways, back to the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're the best team in the league, the reigning MVP, the reigning champions, off a 68-win team, the highest gap between the first seed and the second seed in NBA history. I think they had the best, was it plus minus? Or the best win differential? I think they had the best point differential in NBA history.
Yeah, it was definitely
an elite defense. And they didn't have some of their best players for most of the year. So, Hunter, I want you to find one new thing you're excited to watch, one new wrinkle about this Thunder team for this season.
See, that's a challenge because there's not very much different about their team. Just, I guess, how Topic will fit is the only big
where does he
difference
get
on their
minutes?
team.
I know this is crazy to say. He's the only real point guard on that team.
Might give him some variety in the half-court game. A little bit. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I don't imagine he's going to play more than 15 to 20 minutes a game max, but I am excited to see it.
They have Caruso and Cason Wallace, too, that need the guard minutes from the bench, so it's hard to...
Isaiah Joe.
Lineup. Yeah.
Dort plays the 2 a lot. Yeah, this team is stacked. I am excited specifically to see Chet Holmgren hopefully take a step offensively. We've talked about this before on this pod when we were doing the most improved draft. I think Chet's got a chance to take a little mini leap. It's year 3. He's healthy. Is this year 3 or 4? I think this is 4, technically.
4.
But he missed his rookie year. This is kind of basically year 3.
Forgot about
He's
that.
healthy.
That's crazy.
Like, I think he's got a chance to really, really... he hasn't even gotten close to his ceiling offensively. He's already one of the best defensive players in the league. And he's one of those guys that can stretch the floor and block shots. He's got way more in him. You know, he shows flashes of it, so I'm really excited to see that. Rich, is there anything we haven't said? I know there's not a lot new about this team, but, like, what are you excited about to watch the Thunder?
I mean, I just want to see him dominate again, bro. I love, even though it's not my team, I love to see, you know, that team that that stayed together, brought everything back, and does it again. And the most entertaining playoffs are when that powerhouse is back in there and somebody is challenging them for the throne, kind of thing. So I'm just excited to see them be OKC again. I do want to see Chet take that step though, because Jalen Williams and Shea they're going to be who they are. But if Chet can upgrade, that's just going to push them over the hump yet again to go for another title. So not that I want to see that, but because they, you know, Lakers, but we'll see though. I want to see it for basketball. As a basketball fan, I would love to see it.
I got so many Lakers takes. That's fine. We'll get to that probably next week, I think. I do think there's a sneaky Jalen Williams thing that could happen this year. Where we start to talk about him in the same way we talked about Paul George, Jaylen Brown, maybe even more than Jaylen Brown, like Paul George, Jason Tatum. I think he could get into that. Maybe not the Jason Tatum. Like, Jason Tatum's been a top 5 player for years now. Paul George peaked there, but he was usually closer to that top 10 range. I think that Jalen Williams has all of the stuff to be a top 2 or 3 wing in the league. And I think he's closer than people assume. So that is one, like, kind of sneaky storyline that this team could have, is if Jalen Williams just becomes like a top 10 player this year.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. He's, like you said, he's got the talent, and I think the only reason we wouldn't see it is because I think he's so good at just doing his part.
Playing his role.
Yeah. He's just, but, I mean, they had injuries at the beginning of last year, so who's to say they won't have it again this year, and he do more in those moments, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. I'm excited about it. I don't know if I don't know about y'all. I'm not worried about anything with this team. There's no weakness.
They didn't change anything.
I was thinking about this. They changed nothing, and they just won 68 games. They're only adding Topic.
Yeah.
And their players are getting better. Everyone's young. They should get better. I was thinking about this just this morning about how I don't know if I've enjoyed watching a team play basketball, a non-Celtics team play basketball as much as I've enjoyed watching this team. Like, maybe like the early Warriors. Like, those teams were so fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so much.
I love this team, bro.
I feel that, bro. It's just it's always so much going on. Like, they just play good basketball. It's always fun to watch good basketball. It don't matter who it is. But they did it so consistently. It was like, if they had bad games, you don't really remember them because of how often they played great games.
They beat the brakes off everybody. Nobody takes bad shots. The only guy you could say takes bad shots is Shea, and they aren't bad shots because it's SGA.
Right.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think the over-under is? This is going to be a fun one. They won 68 games last year. You think 65?
I don't. Just for the sake of different, I'll go 63.
62.5. Good stuff, Rich.
When I said
taking
it,
the over or under?
Like
65 is a crazy over-under. You're taking the over?
Yeah, no. Everyone's probably taking the over, but they wouldn't go 65 because that's just crazy for an over/under betting.
Right.
I don't know if I'm taking the over. Not because I don't think the team can. They already won a chip, though. We see this all the time where teams, they kind of slow down in the regular season. They don't play their guys as much.
Yeah.
The money right now is on the under. My dog is screaming, but that's
What up,
okay.
Key?
The money's on the under right now. It's minus 115. You know, just to be contrarian, I'll play the under, I guess. Why not? This team, this division, has 3 legit contenders in it. So we're going from talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the heavy favorites.
Real quick,
to,
before we move off OKC.
Yeah, talk about it.
Okay. I'm not saying they're going to do it this year. They might never do it. But if there's a team to hit over 70 wins, I think this is a squad to do it. And that could be them this next season. I think they have the ingredients. I think they know how to win games. They just won 68 games. Like, I'm not expecting much less than that. Could Topers push them to the point, along with Chet taking that step forward? Could that push them that extra 3 games over 70? You know what I mean? But I think it's a hot take, but
No, they could do it. I don't even know if it's that hot of a take. The West is just so good.
it is.
And it
really
was
is.
last year too, though. It was last year too. But like the Nuggets got better, the Rockets got better, the Clippers, who knows? That's to be determined.
I just want that on
the
record.
Lakers got better. No, I like that. That's a good take. Hunter, clip that. Let's see if people get mad about it.
Please get mad. Please get mad.
Is this Thunder team going to win 74 games? Can they win 74 games?
I see 82-0.
Okay, Hunter, let's chill.
Hey. How many times they play Lakers?
that one.
You got to just count those as losses right now.
All right,
Please.
we're going from the best team in the league to the best player in the NBA. I don't even think you can. It's not disputable.
Mitchell?
Luka's not on this team. He's not even in this division. I'm just not sure who you're talking about.
What's crazy is Luka's not even a crazy statement. Donovan Mitchell is just absurd.
I meant
That's
Evan
absurd.
Mobley.
No, both of those are absurd. Do you want to know why, Hunter? I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this. Look it up. Neither of them have ever made it out of the second round of the playoffs.
You're looking in the past. I'm looking at what's happening right now.
Greatness is defined by what you've accomplished.
You're at 28, so you would think that.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Okay,
Hey
so
now.
OKC has at least 2 losses next year. Just saying.
So you think of going 80-2, probably?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then losing to the Lakers in the
light.
Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. Could you imagine a team goes 80-2 and then loses? I guess 73-9 and lost. We've seen it.
Blue should have won. Well, we already talked about that shit.
Yeah. Adam Silver, he rigged it for LeBron James. Is LeBron James a fraud? Find out on the next episode of the Trade Machine podcast.
Tweet us, Brian, if you got a problem.
He's not.
Yeah, sure, Hunter. LeBron James wishes he could be Jason Tatum. All right, to the Denver Nuggets.
All right.
I think you got that back.
Look here.
Okay, to the Denver Nuggets.
Wait till we get to my division, bro.
Denver Nuggets made a big trade this offseason. They traded away Michael Porter Jr. and they got Cameron Johnson. So it's basically a salary dump to also get Cameron Johnson. They traded away, I think, a pick and Michael Porter Jr., and they got Cameron Johnson. They saved a bunch of money. As a result, they were able to sign Jonas Valanciunas, or well, trade for Jonas Valanciunas. They were able to sign Bruce Brown back to their team, as well as Tim Hardaway Jr. They went from being a really thin team that was extremely top-heavy with Nikola Jokic to now they've got a solid 8-9 man rotation. One of the best off seasons of the year. Rich, what are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see Jokic have some competence around him again. I mean, last year, it was not like they had good players last year, but when they made their finals run, everybody kind of knew what to do. And this year, it just kind of seemed like they were piecing together what they had. They weren't comfortable. It didn't look comfortable. This squad gives me more just like people that will just fall into a role. You also don't have Russell Westbrook on your team, who I mean was good for them, but blew a lot of games for him too, important games. One thing though that I'm nervous about is Tim Hardaway. Um, I like him as a depth piece, but he could get to that streaky shooting shit where he's just not knocking down shots like he needed to, and that they're going to rely on him to shoot the ball. I just hope he comes through in the moments that his numbers call, because that would be the only thing that I see with. I'm talking postseason more because it doesn't really. I mean, it matters in the regular season, but Denver numbers are going to be in the playoffs. So postseason, I want to see more from Tim Hardaway.
I mean, we could also be looking at where Jalen Pickett or I almost said Christian Watson, or Peyton Watson take his spot in the rotation. By that time,
I like Peyton Watson though, because at least he gives you like the effort that he gives, kind of like minimizes his lack of offense, in those moments.
Yeah, he's the perfect guy off the bench, and what he has that I wonder if their new coach is going to be a little bit more willing to play the young guys than Malone was.
I think so,
because they showed promise, but Malone kind of had to get forced to play some of these guys. Christian Brown's one of the most improved players last year. I think Aaron Gordon is one of the most underrated players in the league.
He is.
What he does for this team is just, I think he's their second best player.
People forget.
I know Jamal Murray scores more.
No, facts. People forget that Aaron Gordon used to be the guy in Orlando. Like that was their best player by far. He was. I mean, he wasn't doing much because it was Orlando. They didn't have the upside they have right now, but he was that guy back when he was winning dunk contests. Like, and now he's learned how to play. He's added a shot to his game, and he's learning how to play a role next to the best playmaker in basketball, besides LeBron James and Luka Doncic. But yeah, he's up there though.
He's up there, yeah. Jokic is up there. He's only won 7 MVPs. It feels like.
Yeah,
he hasn't won 7 MVPs. I didn't mean that, TikTok. Aaron Gordon is so good. Jamal Murray just has to be healthy.
Yeah,
really. I'm kind of done hoping for anything more from Jamal Murray than what he's already given us. But he doesn't really need to with this team. Bruce Brown is the perfect bench player, and Valanciunas they haven't had a backup center. I don't remember the last time they had a quality backup center. They've been throwing DeAndre Jordan. Man.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, he was just out there for size and rebounding, but
it's like this is not the DeAndre Jordan of 2015
for the Cavs the last 2 years.
Basically, but Tristan Thompson wasn't playing real minutes. DeAndre Jordan was playing minutes.
Yeah.
So between Julian Strawther, Watson, Jalen Pickett, go ahead, Hunter.
Do want to say like Cameron Johnson is just kind of like the perfect role player for Jokic too.
I love it
because he doesn't need the ball to score or do anything like that. That was his role with the Suns.
And the thing is, though, he's actually a little bit better on ball than I think Michael Porter Jr. was because he had to on the Nets.
Yeah.
Cameron Johnson, he's not that much better. He might be he's not a great defender. He's not awful, but I actually think he's going to at least try harder, which is really all you can ask when it comes to defense with a guy that size.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in between, he's going to be playing in between Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. He just has to try.
Yeah,
those guys are defenders.
He can't shoot as well as Michael Porter Jr., but where Michael Porter was giving you, that 3-point consistency, Cameron Johnson's going to give you in just hustle and effort and defense and being where he needs to be.
And he's a good shooter.
Yeah, he can shoot. He can shoot. I think he'll probably average a couple threes a game at least.
Yeah.
But he's going to more than make up for, in my opinion, the them losing Michael Porter Jr.
I think he's a better fit for their team than Michael Porter Jr.
He is.
So it might make them better.
Jokic just needs to be the center point all the time. That's when Denver's at their best. I feel like Michael Porter Jr. tried to take it to his own hands a little too much sometimes, and especially last year.
And then when he wasn't involved, he just stopped trying.
Exactly. So I'm like, now you get to be the guy. Go do that. But as far as Denver Nuggets, this roster it's exciting, bro.
Man, Michael Porter Jr. though. Remember when I was telling you he's a little weird in the locker room, and you were like, "What do you mean,
Yeah.
bro?" He's giving us clip after clip after clip after clip on socials. He is that guy. He's feeding families on social media right now. That guy is. He's putting in one of the best off seasons I've seen in a while.
He went to Brooklyn
Shouts
and
out.
something changed.
It's crazy. Something changed. Well,
Standards.
I think the Nuggets PR team must just be out of this world.
He's probably scared of Jokic. Like,
Probably, bro. You've seen Jokic's brothers. Those dudes are
bro, I'd be
no
terrified.
joke. This team's depth. The only issue with this team is whether they're going to be able to play defense at a high enough level to win against Oklahoma City, Houston, those kind of teams. But like we've seen it, we've seen this team win at a high level. I think they can do it if they can stay healthy. They've got the juice. It's just going to depend how great can Jokic be and can the defense be good enough against the Thunder. That's got to be it. Over under, what are you guys thinking?
54.
I was gonna say 57.
54.5. Good
Nice.
stuff, Hunter. And all the money's on the under. It's minus 128 on the under. And you're getting plus odds, plus 104 on the over. I like the over.
I mean, yeah,
I take the over.
for the Nuggets. Yeah, I think. I mean, we'll do our rankings at the end of this series, but yeah, I think they'll get 50, at least 54.
This feels like a 56 win team to me.
Yeah,
I think.
around there, like definitely over 54 in my opinion.
This is a top 3 seed. I don't even think it's close. If they're healthy, they're going to win a bunch of games. All right, and the last of the really good teams in this division, we've got last year's Eastern Conference Finals participants. It didn't really feel like they participated. They got absolutely smoked. But we kind of all expected that. Yes, Western. My bad. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Really good team. One of the most fun players in the league. They were able to keep Julius Randle. They were able to keep Naz Reid. Shouts out Naz Reid. And they lost Nickeil Alexander-Walker. For the most part, that's their team. What are you excited about? What are you worried about? Let's talk Timberwolves.
Excited to see like players stepping up, like Rob Dillingham.
Hey,
Mike
man,
Conley's
bro.
getting older. He's getting he's slowing down too. Like he's not just getting older; he's showing that he's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
So they do need that point guard in Dillingham. So
Mike Conley needs to kind of step into that Udonis Haslam role. My bad. Go ahead. Though.
well, I mean, I was just gonna say I think he showed potential last year, just very limited playing time. So
Yeah, I watched him in summer league, bro. And of course, it's summer league. Like you're supposed to hoop like that in summer league. But my thing is, if it's in his bag and he can elevate to the point where he's doing that in the league, bro. Dude is already like, because what was he? He was Kentucky, right? Pretty sure. But I saw his game there when Minnesota drafted him, or they traded. Did they trade for him?
Up. They traded up in the draft with the Spurs.
Yeah, I think he's. Of course, he's. I'm not gonna put this on him right now because I don't believe in. I believe in giving players time to develop. He's super young, but if he can somehow fast track his way into being what I saw in the summer league, just the player that he is, just consistently get that confidence next to Anthony Edwards, and then Julius Randle and Naz Reid are just holding it down in the paint, around 15 feet from the rim in that area. They could be nasty, and I don't like Rudy Gobert, so I'm not. I just I guess keep being tall, bro. I don't know. I don't fuck with that nigga, bro. My bad.
Oh, Rudy Gobert is a great player. Okay. I see you, Rich. I know. I get it. The guy's got 4 depoys, though.
I get it. I understand that. I respect it. I will respect it, bro.
Why does nobody like him? I'm not saying I like him. I don't like him either. Why does nobody like him, though?
It's
Because he caused the
because
league shut down.
that too. That pissed me off because he was just playing too much. Why are you playing so much? But
Yeah, you're playing way too much.
bro, I just don't like watching him play. I don't like watching him play at all. And that's like, I get he got the blocks. He's like, but to get defensive player of the year, bro, and you can't guard the perimeter, and you're that tall, and like, for me, okay, if I had to pinpoint one specific thing, have you ever seen him shoot free throws?
Yes.
Like, you stand on your tippy toes and you don't extend your arm all the way. Like, bro, you could put the ball in the rim. It just, though, okay, I love, bro. I'm speaking life. Rudy Gobert, to say something nice about Rudy Gobert, he is exactly what they need. They don't need more offense from their center. They got a ton of offense. So if he can continue to, get those blocks, he gets timely blocks. He does make good plays on defense. I'll give him that. Well, if he can kind of elevate to being somewhat of a perimeter defender on, like guys like Cat, guys like, just bigger guys that are handling the ball outside, I think that could elevate Minnesota to new heights.
In his prime, he's not as good as he used to be. In his prime, if Rudy Gobert was on your team, you had a top 5 defense because he was that good as a shot blocker. The issue is, and this is what you're getting at, it's hard to talk about how valuable Rudy Gobert is when he's the guy on defense that gets isolated in the
Chose
playoffs.
him for the game-winning shot to go to the finals 2 years ago. So
He's always a
that
choice,
was
bro.
that was the shot. Was Luka crossing up Rudy Gobert?
And I do want to say, part of the difference, Hunter, this is going to sound like slander. I promise it's not on purpose. Those Jazz teams, the perimeter defense was so bad. Donovan Mitchell was hanging him out to dry defensively. And which is crazy because Donovan Mitchell should be a good defender, and
He's been.
it's
better
like
the
Trae
last
Young
few
all over
years.
again. Which we gotta stop for just a second. How do we have like 3 or 4 people mad that I said Trae Young was one of the worst defenders in the league?
I thought
Do
that
you
would be the
watch
most understandable
basketball?
thing.
They got to be from Atlanta, bro. That's the only.
Do you
that's
watch
the only reason.
basketball, bro?
'Cause he
Like I
doesn't
saw a guy
defend,
he
bro. I
commented
don't care
just
what y'all
today.
say.
No, he comes to he's like last time Trey played defense, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. He wasn't playing defense then.
He wasn't, bro.
John
was-
Collins
What
is
are you
playing
talking
defense.
about?
Trae Young is not a defender.
He has never played defense. I don't know. What do you clearly didn't watch the Hawks last year if you don't think Trae Young plays defense. Yes, I did. Trae Young don't play no types
And
of defense.
that's what I mean when I say like he'll get like those scrappy steals sometimes. That does not equal good defense.
Count.
That does not equal good defense.
That don't count.
You can play passing lanes all day, but if you just like Rudy Gobert, if you're the guy that they want guarding at the end of the game, that tells you a lot. But I mean, Rudy Gobert got his defensive player of the year. You're 7 foot. Congratulations.
I'll use an example. I know it's the Cavs player, but Garland's the person they look for on defense. He at least plays very physical defense. You're just
Garland's
not getting that
He's
effort.
just small.
You're not getting that effort from Trae Young.
Yeah.
It wasn't just saying he's small, so he's bad. You don't get the effort like most point guards would give you, even though they're undersized and they target on defense.
Like Isaiah Thomas back in the day. He was an awful defender, probably the worst defender in the league.
Yeah, that was bad.
But he tried his ass off, though. He's just 5'9" and tiny. Like, there's
As soon
nothing
as-
you could do about it.
I love that run, bro, and I wish they would have got a chip because I would just watch games, bro, and as soon as he started to get going, they would just isolate him in the paint, and it would just be like, damn, bro. Well,
Yeah.
what can you do?
It's just, it was wraps. Once you get to the playoffs, that's why there's so many of these guys, and Draymond said it best. There's 82 game players, there's 16 game players.
Yeah.
You know,
Jamal
and
Murray,
that's the
16
thing.
game player.
Yeah. Rudy Gobert, 82 game player. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
He's a great he's one of the greatest shot blockers ever, defensive anchors. But anyway, I'm worried about this back. Go ahead.
I would just say I see him play with France, and I see a whole different person. But
Yeah,
that's international. That's a whole different like feeling. You playing for your
Francois, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm scared about this backcourt. Mike Conley's washed. I love Mike Conley, but he's just not the same player anymore.
it's sad.
They lost to Nikhil Alexander-Walker, who I thought was their best guard last year. Unless, I mean, obviously Ant was their best guard, but out of the role players, Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Not only, like, you were talking about how you're excited about Dillingham, like, he has to step up.
Yeah. No, he does.
I'm looking at this roster. Terrence Shannon Jr. could probably play the 2, but, like, who's playing the 1, man? Like, I don't know who's playing the 1. Bones Highland apparently is on this roster.
DiVincenzo?
I just saw that.
DiVincenzo can't even really play the 1, though.
No, but I don't even know if they still have him.
That's what they don't really have. And Dillingham's not really a point guard. Like, he's going to have to play point guard because he's small. I'm worried about what this team is going to do at the 1.
Honestly, that's a great point. And if your team is liking that, it automatically, in my opinion, goes to the superstar to make things happen. So Anthony Edwards, you're gonna have to find a way to facilitate. You're gonna have to find a way to get other guys good shots. I know you're the guy. I know he's the guy, bro. Like Anthony Edwards has it, but that's not gonna work every night against other contending teams. It's just not.
He kind of tried to do that last year to a point where he wasn't shooting enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he got gassed.
In those playoffs games, he would just keep passing the ball when, in those type of games, it's just got to be him.
Yeah.
Shooting.
No, I agree.
He has a hard time, and he's even talked about this, knowing when to attack and then the double team and also when to pass out of it. But I think that's been the majority of his off-season work. I can't remember who was he. I think he even worked with Mike.
His dad?
Yeah, his dad, basically. Him and Jimmy Butler's dad. So I'm excited to see that. I love Naz Reid. Julius Randle was a really pleasant surprise last year. DiVincenzo had a kind of a disappointing year, but I think he's going to be good. I think he'll have a bounce back year. Anthony Edwards is a top 6 or 7 player in the league, you know what I'm saying? But Jaden McDaniels, one of my favorite players in the league.
Mine too. I love Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Apparently Joe Ingles is on this team.
He was there last year.
Bro, did you see he got to play when his son with autism was at the game?
No, that's dope.
It was just a moment. It was pretty cool.
I'll watch it probably and cry alone in my bed later.
First time he got to see him play, I think.
That's crazy. Yeah, this team's gonna. There's tons of potential. Terrence Shannon Jr. I love him. What are they gonna do with the 1? That's got to be the main thing. What do y'all think the over/under is?
50.
50 exact. Yeah.
Y'all both said it. 49.5. Good work.
Yeah.
Good work. What are you taking?
Over.
I think I'll take it over. I see them getting at least.
This is a 50-win team, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 50-win team. I think I'm taking it over too. I wouldn't be surprised they get an injury and they end up winning 48 games in a tough division or in a tough conference. But this is a good team, dude. This is a 50-win team if I've seen one. It's just going to depend on health, I think. Really, really good team. So now we go on to the not as good teams, but this is one of my favorite teams this year. I'm so excited. Team that went on a bit of a run last year. They're sneaky. They made some big additions. One of the greatest guards to ever touch the court. You know what I'm saying? And they signed Dame Lillard. I was talking about Drew Holiday. But this team is littered with former Celtics. It's beautiful.
I'm looking at it.
They got Robert Williams. They got Drew Holiday. The Portland Trailblazers. And so they bring in Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, who's not going to play it all this year. They bring in, I think that's it. and they signed Young Hansen. So,
But
who's gonna be really fun? Shout out to Young Hansen. We've already had a whole Young Hansen thing. I got in trouble with my wife about it, so I'm gonna just keep it pushing. I don't even think it was bad, bro.
you just
Like,
called him the
I just called
King
him
Jokic.
Chinese Jokic. Is that bad?
Oh, you didn't even say China. That's worse when you just now. You said Timo.
Oh yeah, I just called him the Timu Jokic, which is probably worse. You're
At
right.
least he didn't call him no Wish Jokic.
Rich, don't get me started on Wish, bro.
Sorry.
Don't get me started on Wish,
Clutchest app in the history of the
bro.
histories.
Wish got Rich and I through some tough times, bro.
Tough times,
Wish
bro. I
got
bought a
us through
nice
some
watch
tough times. Yeah, we
and
bought a
other
lot of
things.
nice things off of Wish.
Love me some Wish, man. Shout out Wish.
Oh man, Hunter, you remember what was in the cajon in Nitro?
No, but
Okay, we'll keep it
I
pushing.
don't need to.
Anyway, shouts out Wish. I don't even know what to say anymore. Portland Trailblazers. I'm very excited about this team. Scoot's going to be out, it looks like, for a month or two. So that's a bummer. He'll probably miss first 10 to 20 games, which is going to be the first, quarter of the season at worst, I think. What are you guys thinking? Talk to me.
This would be a great farewell for Damian Lillard. I'm glad he's back in Portland. But as far as on the court stuff, I'm not expecting too much. I think they're still kind of figuring it out. I did say they were sneaky, though. I think if we get a few moves before the trade deadline, if they're really trying to push for that, if they're really trying to contend, they could probably get some guys.
They've got the salaries to do it.
The thing is, they have the perfect, in my opinion, they have the perfect roster to support a superstar. I think
Robert
they got
Williams,
guys.
Jeremy Grant. That gets you to $43 million, I think. Robert Williams and Jerry Grant, that gets you to $45 million. And then whatever, adding salaries, you can get anybody, and you got a ton of picks. You still got a bunch of the Bucks picks. That's why I think this is a
Ton of
sneaky,
young
honest
players
team.
to trade too.
Yeah, they've got Tamani Kamara, who's a great role player. Somebody wanted him.
Shaden
They've
Sharp.
got Shaden Sharp, who would probably be the guy, or Scoot Henderson. They did trade away Anthony Simons to get Drew Holiday. I forgot to mention
just
that.
depending on what
Klingon or Hansen,
Anthony.
either one of those young centers. Yeah, this team, I think that's what I'm excited is like there's some real sneaky potential for them to make a big move and look to next season when Damian Lillard comes back. He's healthy. We'll see if he's got one more ride in him. Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, whoever of the guards are left. Denny Avdia is, I think, the front runner right now for most improved player. He's going to be a very good piece for them. Perfect guy to slot in next to a superstar. Donovan Klingon is just an elite defensive center. All right, he's basically giving you everything Rudy Gobert's giving you, but he's on a rookie salary.
Yeah.
You're not paying him $45 million or whatever you're paying Rudy Gobert. Kamara, elite defender.
I didn't know they got Caleb Love.
Yeah, bro.
That's cool. I watched his. I think he was on Last Chance U.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
This team's stacked with like decent role players. I don't think they're going to be. They don't have a guy unless Scoot Henderson becomes a guy. Shaden Sharp, I guess, could potentially too. But I don't know. I just don't see it as much with Shaden Sharp. He feels like a really electric six man to me.
Yeah.
On a good team. But they got all the stuff. That being said, they don't have a guy.
I don't think they've really had a bad pick though since they've traded away Dame. I think every pick's been pretty good. So
yeah. You know who this reminds me of? Rockets 2 years ago. Before they went and got a lot of young, scrappy players, and then they went and got really good vets to put around them. When the Rockets got Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys like that. It feels...
Brooks.
And Dylan Brooks. It feels like that's what the Portland Trailblazers did this summer. They went and
I
they got
think
Drew Holiday.
I think trading
Dame,
away Dame was the best thing for the Blazers. I mean, because one,
They got him
now they,
back.
but I said now they got him back and they got their rebuild that they've been wanting, and then they could, like we were just talking about, they could make some moves to be back in the race if they
yeah,
wanted
man,
to.
they're the sneaky team. I think they are the sneaky uh, superstar trade team. They've got all the stuff for it. I'm really excited to see it. Hunter, what are you most excited or worried about when you look at this team next year? This is a team we get to talk about a lot. So, you got any Blazers takes
Uh,
you want to go off?
so I think more of it, like we already talked about, what we're kind of excited about, but the worry is just a fit kind of problem. You said they
Mm-hmm.
just got a ton of young guys, so they have to find out how they all fit together and which ones will play the best in their system or around Dame if they think Dame can still play at a good level like he has been. So
Which I think he can. I'm a Dame believer for sure. I think
Especially if he's playing on a team that's got a ton of defenders. I definitely think he's got the juice.
yeah, and he's back home, bro. There's no pressure. Like you already done so much for this franchise, and they have their future. So it's like I said, I wasn't saying farewell in like the sense that he's washed or he's done, but farewell as in you're an older player, you just coming off injury. It's only so long before he decides to take himself out the game. Um, but I think he has one more elite year, bro. One
And
more.
him and Drew Holiday about the same age, the
Yeah.
perfect pairing in the backcourt
Offense,
too.
crazy offense,
Offense and
crazy
defense, yeah.
defense.
I think they've got a chance. Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, Scoot Henderson, that does it for the money side for Giannis. If they wanted to go all in. And then whatever picks. They don't have as many of Milwaukee's picks. They've got a lot of swaps, I guess, when I'm looking. I might be wrong.
they should have
And
their
this
own
app
picks,
I'm
so
using. But they have their own picks. They've got an Orlando pick in 2028. So they've got picks they can use. I like it, man. I don't know what else the Bucks are gonna get. Like, are they gonna get a better, like a more intriguing young guy than Scoot? If Scoot can build on what he
I
did at
mean,
the end of
Scoot
last
did
year,
show his potential last year, so I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying.
hard
He
to
looked really good at the
hard
end
to
of
get a
last
better
year.
young guy because not a lot of teams have what it takes to make a trade right now.
And Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, both good players that you can either flip for more assets to a contending team, or try and see if you can maybe not suck, which I don't see any role where that happens. But the Blazers, they can make the money work and they can get the picks out with young, intriguing players. They feel like the sleeping giant when it comes to getting the next superstar that wants out.
Yeah,
And then could you imagine Giannis with Dame and Drew Holiday?
he's already got one with Drew. He's already got one.
And it's like I could not imagine being a Bucks fan and watching Dame and Giannis and Drew Holiday all on the same team, and it's not the Bucks.
Just wait until they get Chris Middleton.
Bro, that would be heartbreaking.
Right.
That would be heartbreaking. Brooke Lopez, just bring them all back.
Okay, go get Connaughton.
Go Connaughton, bro. Who's Connaughton playing for? I think he's on the Hornets. We were looking at that last week. That's great. Yeah, that's just insane. Yep, I got it too, Andrew. What do we think the over-under is for this team?
35.
I was about to say 36.
34 and a half. Hunter wins.
We're pretty
What
good
do you
at this
think?
stuff. I'm taking.
Terrible the first few ones, but
That's hard. This team as is, I'll take. I was confident before I started talking. I don't know. You said
Ain't that
34?
life, bro? 34 and a half.
You're right. I don't know if I see them getting 40 wins, bro.
I think they're a 38 win team.
I'm going under just because Dame's out. And I
I'm
don't see
taking the
them.
over.
I think I'm gonna slide with the under.
I
I'll
see
take the
them
over.
one more year testing
Scoot,
out what they have, so I'm going with the under.
I don't
Scoot.
disagree, but I also think this team can win 38 games.
It's just with
Could, yeah.
Scoot being out for a month, Dame not playing at all. Like,
You're
where's
right.
that offense going to come from?
Young Hansen.
I
Shaden
mean,
Sharp can score.
once I see it,
If Hansen can give them anything, it's going to be an electric year. Not for
yeah,
like whether
yeah.
it's good or not, but it's going to be so fun to watch. Like it's the most fire and ice. Like Klingon comes in, can do nothing for you on offense, but is an elite defender. Hansen will probably do nothing for
It's
them
the exact
defensively,
opposite type of center.
but will
Yeah.
just be an absolute bucket getter on the off.
But
It's
then
going to be so much fun.
imagine when Dame, if you got that on in your front and back court, that could be nasty when Dame
And you
comes
could
back.
swap. You could play Dame with Klingon and Drew with Hansen.
That'd be nasty.
Oh, dude. Come on. I hope Hansen's good. The NBA is going to be way more fun if Young Hansen is good at basketball. So
Yeah,
I'm going to take the over because I think Young Hansen's worth at least 3 or 4 wins by himself.
I like it. I ain't mad at it.
Hunter just shook his head yes, as if that's not a crazy thing to say. All right. I don't think this was going to take too long.
If he lives up to his potential, it's not.
Who knows, though? The dude, I don't even think he can speak English very well yet.
Doesn't
But
need to play basketball.
I was listening to a pod. I think it was Ryan Russillo's pod. He was saying he was at the combine and he was just like making a grunting noise when he wanted the ball when they were running fives. But he was cooking everybody. He was cooking everybody though.
Bro, it be those ones, bro. That I can't really speak English, bro, but I could get a bucket. That's all I need.
Yeah,
That's all you need him to do.
buckets. This team is crazy. The Utah Jazz. I have no idea. Like this is one of the only like pure tanking teams. They traded away Colin Sexton. They traded away. I don't even know. We don't even need to get into it. They got nobody good. They gave away some good players.
Hold up. Oh, you mean on the trade? I was gonna say they did.
Yeah.
Get Ace Bailey at 5.
They drafted Ace Bailey. They still have Lowry Markkanen. Lowry Markkanen would be a great candidate for Portland as well. When you think about him as a trade
Get
candidate.
Giannis, go get Markkanen.
I want to tell you the Lakers don't got the juice, but they just got Luka Doncic for a bag of chips and some French fries. So I don't even know.
Small fry too.
A small fry. A small fry. That's just crazy, dude.
No disrespect.
Last year, I love Anthony Davis, bro. I keep telling y'all, and I'm going to talk about this a couple weeks. I think the Mavericks are the sleeping giant of the NBA.
They absolutely are, bro.
You just said that about.
I said the
You
Portland
mean it in a
Trailblazers
different-
sleeping giant. I think the Mavericks could win the finals this year.
It all depends on
We're
health
going to get to talk about
and
it.
Cooper Flag, but
I'll give you my whole case.
they got some injury-prone guys. They got the talent. It's just
We'll get to it. Let's just simmer on that, and we'll have the conversation.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I got Lakers are, bro. We about to do before Bron leaves or retires, whatever he about to do. I think we get one, bro. But we'll talk about
You
it.
think you get one before Brown retires? Okay. We got it in a couple weeks. We're about to hit the Lakers.
Yep.
Let me just read some names that are on this team. Mo Bamba is on this team, apparently. This might not be... This is just what on Basketball Reference, so who knows what they actually are. George Niang on this team. Kevin Love is on this team. Yusuf Nurkic is on this team. What in the world is happening? And then it's just a bunch of young guys surrounded by and
don't forget Kyle Anderson. Slow motion, baby.
God. Slow-mo's on this team? Oh my God, Slow-mo's on this team.
Yeah.
Bro, what are we doing?
I just found that out looking at the roster. But
I mean, they got tradable players. I mean, they're not even really tradable. Most of them are old and past, like, playing time.
Yeah, this is.
I'm excited about Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey fired his agent. All the weird stuff should be over. He's gonna have a year, man.
They got Collier too.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Keontae joins.
You said that's so fancy, like Hunter.
Everybody.
Is that not what it is?
Collier.
There's different ways
Isaiah Collier.
their name. Oh well, I always get confused because of Cormier and Cormier and UFC.
Yeah.
Because they were two different people and they both pronounced their names different. So whenever you see a name like that, it confuses me with that.
They got a lot of young guys I'm excited about. Isaiah Collier, like you said. Keontae George. Walker Kessler's a good center. He'll probably be traded. He'll probably be gone through the season. Kyle Filipowski. Ace Bailey. Walter Clayton. Kyle Filipowski. Isaiah
George.
Collier. Keontae George. Walker Kessler.
Walter Clayton Jr.
What's
Clayton
his name?
Jr.
He's Jalen Williams' brother.
He was maybe the worst player in the NBA last year, Cody Williams. It would be really nice if he had a good year.
He was still a high
joke,
pick, so
he might have been the worst player in the NBA last year. He was so bad, and I
he's
wanted to be
still,
good because I love
young
Jalen
player,
Williams.
high pick.
So I'm not out on him yet, but he's really gonna have to turn it around. Do
say
we
this
have any
man's
other
name.
takes?
I just want Keontae George.
V. Mikhailu?
Okay. You just
That's KU legend, Rich. KU legend.
Bounce
Okay.
back year
Sorry.
from Keontae George.
No joke, he was a bucket at Kansas too.
I feel like everybody's been waiting for Keontae George to be good. Not good, but like the guy.
Yeah.
And he just kind of never really took the step. It kind of makes you think, like, does he have it? But he's got all that other stuff. Like, I feel like he's a great leader. He has an offensive bag. He don't really do much with it. Not enough to, like, to really notice. Because, Utah's not winning games. This ain't a few years ago with Donovan Mitchell where they were making playoff runs. But, not really, bro. I think this is similar to kind of Brooklyn Nets.
They have a lower over under than the Brooklyn Nets. What do you think it is?
They have
15.
a lower one.
Yeah, it's lower.
The Nets,
Hunter?
18.
18.5.
Nice.
I think I'm taking the under, y'all. I'm not even, no joke.
Yeah,
This might be a 13-1 team.
I'm definitely
I'll
taking
just
it
take
under.
the over, thinking they're getting into the low 20s.
They might get to 15.
They do have marketing.
He said they might get to 15.
I'm trying to
I
get
just see
them
no world where they're worse than the Nets, so I just have to go with the over because of that.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, there's not much to say about this team. They're trying to tank. They want to get one of those top guys, and they'll probably lose again in the.
Well, AJ might
They got one
up
of them.
here.
No, AJ's going to be on Boston. They get Cam Boozer. They can have Nate Ament. They can have what's his name? Drew Peterson. Is that his name? What's his name?
Something Peterson. I don't think it's Drew Peterson.
Who knows? Anyway, yeah, that's it for the Jazz. Next week we got the Pacific Division. We got to talk about the Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Suns, Kings. It's gonna be a fun one. So we'll get all the Lakers talk out next week. I'm excited about it. This Trade Machine podcast. We're only 3
I'm
weeks
gonna hate me
away.
next episode.
Darren Peterson. No, we're gonna get so many clips out of it, bro.
I'm ready.
I'm like,
I'm ready.
yeah. All right, y'all. Keep it juicy. Listen to the Trade Machine podcast. Follow us. Peace.